Hey, howdy, folks. Welcome to Joking with Justin. If y'all remember, last week I was talking about how I used to have a sweet neck beard, so I decided not to shave this week and let my neck beard grow a little bit. You know, growing a neck beard, man, it's wrong, but it's kind of like fornicating with your neighbor's wife. It's wrong, you know it's wrong, but you just can't seem to stop doing it. So I got my neck beard going today. Anyway, man, let me tell you about this old boy. He went into work on Monday morning with a black eye. So his boss asked him, he's like, "Man, how'd you get that black eye? What happened?" Well, the man said, "I was sitting behind a big woman at church, and well, when we stood up to sing hymns, I noticed her dress was caught up in her crack, so I pulled it out. She turned around and glared at me, so I figured she didn't want it out of there, so I put it back in." All right. There's this old boy, man, this old city boy. He come up to stay with some relatives of his that lived way up in the country, way up in a holler. They didn't have indoor plumbing or anything. Anyhow, they had an outhouse. Well, this city boy, he wasn't used to using an outhouse, and he wasn't used to that good country cooking. Well, they had biscuits and gravy for breakfast that morning, and well, after he ate him a big old mess of biscuits and gravy, he had to go out there to the outhouse. And it was kind of cold, so he had to wear a coat and everything. Well, he's out there in the outhouse, and well, what happened was he ended up dropping his coat down the hole in the outhouse there. Well, so he goes and finds himself a fishing pole, and he's down there, and he put that fishing pole in the outhouse, and he's trying to get his coat out of that hole in the outhouse with the fishing pole. Well, he's having a lot of trouble getting that coat out of the outhouse, and he's out there for pretty near an hour or so, and finally they got to worrying about him, his relatives. So his cousin come out there to the outhouse, beating on the door. He said, "What are you doing in there?" And finally, he just kept on beating on the door, and the old city boy, he wasn't answering that outhouse door. So finally, they just busted it down and went in there to see what in the world was going on with him. Well, anyhow, he explained to his cousin that come to check up on him that he's trying to fish out his coat. And his cousin said, "Well, we'll just go down to the store and get you a new coat. You just leave your old coat in that outhouse. You ain't gonna want to wear it anyhow once you get it out of there." Well, the city boy told his country cousin, he said, I can't do that. I can't get no new coat." But the other old boy told him, he said, "Now why in the world can't you get a new coat?" Well, I'll tell you, because there's a biscuit in the pocket. All right, thank y'all. This has been Joking with Justin. Thank y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed the neck beard. Ladies, I am single and ready to mingle.